I think we've all had a piece of adult media that we've seen way too early, as a kid. Whether it be a horror movie or an adult TV show or like adult animated TV show like South Park or Family Guy or something else or something even worse or something more adult or it could be a mature rated video game. you know I think we've all had this in our lives. We've seen something, witnessed something, been exposed to something way too early, when we were kids. For me, it was a series of horror movies, the Child's Play movies, 1 through 3. Yeah. I was exposed to these movies whenever I was at one of my sister's friends' houses. They had these movies playing on the TV, and I unfortunately saw a lot of them. And yeah, they terrified me. They scared the shit out of me. Mainly Chucky himself, in those movies. Pre, face scar. He was just so creepy looking. He was just so, weird looking. He looked like a normal doll, but there was just something kind of creepy and unsettling and uncanny about the way he looked, especially when he would do certain facial expressions, like when he would smile kind of creepily or like scream and yell. Yeah, that sort of thing. And also, just sometimes the way he would move too. He would just creepily walk around and run and everything. It was just so weird and unsettling and creepy, and it just scared the shit out of me. Honestly. And traumatized little kid me seeing that. Seeing something like that, seeing a little creepy little doll running around killing people and everything. But yeah. But, yeah. But honestly, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just, Chucky himself. It was more than that. It was the whole premise of these movies is what really got me, was really terrified me, what really traumatized me as a kid. Because you see, when I was a little kid, I used to be a real big fan of the Toy Story movies. Yeah. And honestly, thanks to, me really enjoying and loving those Toy Story movies, I really actually started to believe that, that my toys came to life when I wasn't looking, And I always liked that idea. I always thought that idea was, fun and cool as a little kid, But once I saw the Child's Play movies, it kind of, everything changed. It no longer was this fun little cool idea as a kid. Now it was fucking terrifying. Your toy could come alive and fucking kill you now, And I literally was scared of that fact after seeing those movies. I thought my toys were going to come to life and fucking murder me in my fucking sleep. It was terrifying. And for a while, I literally, sometimes I would always double check to see if my toys was like fucking moving around and making sure they weren't moving around, because I was literally scared of the fact, because I thought if they were moving around, they were going to plot against me and, I don't know, try to hurt me and kill me and everything. Like, yeah. So, yeah. The whole premise, terrified me and traumatized me. I was scared of that for a while. But, yeah. Anyways, though, after a while, weirdly enough, after I got older and everything, I ended up actually becoming a big fan of the Child's Play movies. All of them, and, the sequels and stuff like that. I ended up becoming a big fan of them. I ended up really liking them and loving them as I got older and everything. And honestly, it's funny because I look back at, at child me being all scared and terrified and traumatized by, all that, by these movies, Chucky, and, the whole premise and everything. I look back at that and I think, man, I was just a silly, dumb fucking kid. But, yeah. I guess we were all dumb kids.